Hey, how's it going? I'm Chris with PearsonCopy.com, and I'm here to help your brand make more sales with email. As part of my 100 emails and 100 days breakdown challenge, I'm going to be breaking down a welcome email from the brand How to Carnivore. This brand is focused on the carnivore diets. It is in the health space, health and wellness space, and this is the first welcome email you get when you go to their site, howtocarnivore.com, and sign up for their email list. At the time of this recording, this is the welcome email. It may change if you go sign up after you see this, but this is the one that I saw and that I found and I wanted to break down. Now, the reason why I'm breaking down this email is because one, it sells like an event course type thing. So it's like a 30-day challenge. And two, I am actually on the carnivore diet myself, and I wanted to start just researching the market, see if I can help out marketing wise. So this company sells a product as a course info group event type thing. And this is essentially what the welcome email is talking about. And I wanted to dive in and break this one down and just pull out the insights. So if you do some more of course information, coaching, consulting type services, this one's going to be more geared towards you as opposed to the e-commerce breakdowns I've been doing lately. So yeah, let's go ahead and dive in. So the context of this, this is the welcome email to the list. If you sign up at howtocarnivore.com, the subject line here is welcome, download your free ebook now. So on the page where you can sign up for this list, they do offer the ebook. So this is great. They're actually giving the ebook away there in the email once you sign up. The one thing that I would keep in mind though is if the goal here with this email is to download the free ebook, that's what I would focus on in this, is just getting the people to download the ebook. If you think that the ebook is going to be the main driver to change belief around keto diets, the food pyramid, whatever the diet situation is, with people coming into this, like why they're coming to carnivore and saying I want to learn more. If you think that reading the ebook is actually going to increase conversions, then yes, let's get the ebook in their hands. You're offering that as a lead magnet. You're offering it as a way to build trust, build a relationship, and get connected with the customer. So if that's the case, then I would focus this email and this series on getting people to download that and read it. If they don't download it, if they don't click that link and download it, then I would potentially segment those people out and say, hey, and segment those people out. So the people that did download the ebook, you can talk to them differently than the ones that didn't. And once they download the ebook, they can pop over to the other segment and say, yep, they downloaded the ebook. They've at least looked at the first page. We can treat them differently than people who have not. So yeah, that's something that you could do here if you haven't already done this for segmenting for how to carnivore. And that's just off the subject line. So one focus, one concept, one CTA, one offer, etc. Let's go ahead and dive in. So from name, from email address, then How to Carnivore is the brand name, hello at howtocarnivore.com. So something here, I would, instead of saying How to Carnivore, I would put the sender's name, because this is a personal letter. They have it set up as a personal letter from Simon. So this is something that maybe you can test and move around here, is welcome to How to Carnivore ebook inside. So you have the brand name in the subject line. So like, oh, yep, that's what I downloaded. I'm looking for an ebook. I'm going to click on this. So welcome to How to Carnivore ebook inside. And then the front name could be Simon, hello at howtocarnivore.com. That's something I would test against and just see if you can get more opens. You might end up in spam less because it is more clear on where it's coming from and who it's from. So that's something you can test there. Moving down, this is just my PDF download made too. There's usually the one, or there was the one logo and the URL here typed out. So I don't know if I would put the URL here. I would just make the logo clickable. I would make this image clickable if it is not already, and move on from there. You're not trying to get them to go back to the site they just left by signing up to get the ebook. So I wouldn't even consider putting the actual website link in this email. I would just put the ebook link. They can find howtocarnivore.com. They've already done it once. They can go to their browser and click on it. And currently at the time of this video, there's only one thing that I saw that they're selling, and it's the $97 course event that they're doing, the 30-day challenge. So there really isn't any reason to send them back to the landing page that they just came from to sign up to the list. So there's no reason to do that. So I would just remove the URL, make the logo. If you want the URL there, make the logo clickable. And I would even make the logo clickable to the course and event, not the homepage that they just left to sign up for this list. So there's some tweaks there I would make. I do like the logo. I like how logo and the typeface there. So it's small, it's not intrusive. If I scroll down, it's not going to catch my eye and keep me from going to the copy. It's very, very smooth and very easy to scroll past and just say, hey, yep, in the right spot, and keep going. You have an interesting image here. And then I would assume tied to the Greek Stoics. I'm not an aficionado with art, so not really sure who this is, but it's going to tie into the message somewhere, somehow. I think on the How to Carnivore site, they have images like this as well that I found. So this ties in. I'm not really sure how yet. Maybe something to do with Stoics, something like that. So I would potentially tie this in because now I'm just thinking about this image of like, what does this have to do with anything? It might be the preference of the sender or the owner of the brand that's sending stuff like this. They want to tie it back to ancient times of what things were like before, etc. So that's fine. But like, let's mention that. Let's take away that confusion or maybe that hurdle that I'm having right now of like, okay, now that I'm looking at this, what does this image have to do with food, with meat? It looks like a guy wrestling a snake and two people, a woman and another man, maybe. It's taking my attention away from the actual message. So I would consider tying that into the message if it relates. If it doesn't, remove it, and just really look at it. Does it help somebody click the button? Does it help somebody click download the free ebook? If it does, keep it. If it doesn't, remove it. Next thing here, good headline, maybe ask a question or make a promise statement here so they'll keep reading. So welcome friend, that's fine. It's a salutation or it's a hello, it's a greeting, not a salutation, it's a greeting. And maybe ask a question just to like pique the curiosity, keep them thinking, keep them curious, keep them interested in reading your copy. Next piece here, the last 10% makes all the difference. So this is in reference to the landing sales page that you sign up with or sign up on to get this email. There's this concept of the last 10% makes all the difference. And this copy essentially talks about that concept without blatantly like mentioning this is what this concept is. So I think whoever wrote this copy is actually pre-framing quite well. They're pre-framing people in the idea of like, you can get your body to 90% of where you want, but you can't get the last 10% until you do this. This is the 10% concept. And they're introducing that concept and that framework here with this copy. And I think they do pretty good at pre-framing that because that's basically a concept that's going to carry people through into the carnivore diet and 30-day challenge. And it looks like from what I've seen, that's what they're preaching is that last 10%. That makes the difference. So I think it's a good opener. If somebody signed up to this email list on the landing page, they mentioned this concept. Let's say they wait 4 or 5 days and then see this email and they say the last 10% makes all the difference. It's like, okay, what does that mean? So maybe call back to like, hey, this is what guides our diet or our mission. It guides something to keep us eating the way we eat, right? So maybe call that back and just bring that back into the customer's bring it back into the forefront of their mind so they don't feel confused reading this. That might be something you run into, maybe not, could be wrong, but something to consider. This section here, so it looks like what they do with this section of copy here is they outline a common situation around low carb keto diets. So there's like a plateau that you reach, like you can do keto and low carb as much as you want, but there's that 90% you can get to, right? And you stop seeing results. You stop seeing your energy kind of levels off. You don't keep getting results. You like hit a plateau. There's days where you still feel like crap. There's days that you don't feel great. There's days where even just sniffing sugar, sniffing chocolate, or sniffing a carb or something puts you off the rails. So like they're trying to paint that picture of like, hey, this is where you're at right now, and you want to take it a step further into carnivore, and this is going to be way better for you. And they're trying to paint that picture and get you to feel it. So something here that I would suggest too is like I'm just going to read some of the copy and it'll make sense. So like maybe you've tried low carb or keto before and you got amazing results. Okay. Maybe you have more energy, lost body fat and stopped starving yourself with low calorie fat diets. Okay. Great. You thought, if I finally found something that works, but after a while you stop seeing results. And after you were starting to realize some of the keto healthy snacks and recipes aren't so good for you after all, maybe you've got health issues you've always wanted to overcome, like autoimmune, skin conditions, leaky gut, chronic fatigue, or mental health related. So they're just painting that picture of like where the reader could potentially be. Something that this brand could do, and this is something that I don't know if they're doing yet because I haven't seen the rest of the Welcome series if they have one, is each of these, like you're starting to realize that some of the keto healthy snacks and recipes aren't so good for you after all. One email on just keto healthy snacks. One email on that, just the belief and objection that, well, keto's healthy, and you're addressing that objection and saying why it's not, and just trying to belief change that. The next thing, health issues you've always wanted to overcome, like autoimmune. So do you have a case study or a testimonial of somebody who's overcome autoimmune disease or some autoimmune disease because of carnivore? Share that case study. That's an email. Skin conditions. That's a case study email. Leaky gut. That's a case study email. Chronic fatigue, mental health related, etc. If you have case studies of people saying, hey, this is what I was struggling with, I went carnivore and that all went away, literally send those as your welcome series, as tests and case studies to address those objections of, well, I have autoimmune disease and nothing will fix this. Well, we have a case study of somebody saying it does, so maybe you should give it a try. And just objections and addressing those objections with the assets you have from your business. So that's something I think here, maybe put a line and say, hey, stick around for our welcome series because we're going to talk about all of these issues and how carnivore essentially addresses them. Every email is going to talk about one of these issues, stick around and read them and find out how. So that could pull a curiosity hook to pull people into the welcome series as they're opening emails. And if they don't go, hey, I want to register now because I'm ready to do this and I'm just desperate and I have to do this. This is a red light bleeding neck problem for me I have to solve. It's not a yellow or a green light where it's like, it'd be nice, or it's not even on my radar. Keep them in the welcome series so you can get them to download that 97 course and also get them to read the ebook. So that right here, just opening this up, the whole welcome email series is literally outlined in this first paragraph that you could build out if they haven't already. So and then they transition. Oh, I guess let's stop here. Let's go back to this. This here is basically the problem, right? The problem is maybe you tried low carb or keto before and you got amazing results. You had more energy, etc. So they're framing the problem here, and they agitate it by mentioning these other issues, right? So the problem is you're stopping the results. They agitate it by saying these health issues might be on the back. Like you're trying to fix these, but it's not working, or it's kind of working, not really. So they're agitating it. Then they drop into the solution, which is thousands of people have reclaimed their health with the carnivore diet. Why do people get such incredible results? So they have a solution here, right? And then they're going to talk about the mechanism now. How does the solution actually work? The reason it works so well is because you finally cut out all the crap, artificial sweeteners, toxic plants, and anything processed. You don't need to take any more supplements, just healthy, nutritious meat, salt, and water. So there's your mechanism. That's how this solution works. And then an objection that somebody might have is, well, if that's all I'm eating, how am I going to eat? How am I going to feel full? How am I going to get enough nutrients? How am I going to get the vitamins and minerals that I need to actually survive if I'm just eating meat, salt, and water? And this line here just addresses mostly that objection. You eat till you're full, never feel hungry. Your body and mind have all the nutrients they need to thrive. So as you can see here, you have your pain, your PAS, pain, agitate, solve, just a basic copywriting formula that's happening right here. And this is the framework they're using. So, and the final thing, you have two CTAs here. And this goes back to the one concept idea, right? So you have your solution and they say, hey, download your free ebook. If you're ready to find out how amazing you'll feel on Search Carnivore, Search Carnivore, download our ebook explaining everything you need to know about our 30-day carnivore challenge. So this ebook is essentially a sales page or a sales letter for the challenge, and they're potentially using that as marketing asset to send out or run ads to or whatever to get to people and say, hey, this is what our 30-day challenge is about. Read this ebook to essentially get some information. What I would do, and I understand why they're doing this, they're using the ebook as a lead magnet. But what I would do is the actual 30-day challenge, this ebook needs to beat that sales page. Like if it works that effectively and it's working, make that your sales page for the challenge. And if it's not already, then do that. If it is, then yeah, let's keep it that way and run traffic to it and run all your emails to that sales page if that's what you're selling. If it's not, then I would switch over and maybe take this ebook and just put it on the page and say, hey, this is the sales page for the 30-day challenge. Add in your offer, your guarantee, your CTA, et cetera, at the bottom of it, and run with it and see what happens. So breaking these out, there's probably some reasons business-wise or just tech-wise that they were broken out. Maybe there's some marketing efforts that they broke the ebook out so they can use it as lead magnet, as a free gift, as something to get people's attention. That makes sense. But I would also turn that into your sales page and maybe get rid of the ebook and do some other lead magnet and just maybe just run ads to a bunch of case studies to the people that have succeeded, and run that to your sales page and let the sales page do the work and just run cold traffic to that. If you're trying to grow your list, then yes, this ebook makes sense. And you're using that to grow the list. That makes perfect sense. So keep doing that. But it really just depends on what you're trying to do and why you're trying to do it business-wise, strategy-wise. Email can play a part in either of the situations. So so you have a CTA to the ebook, which is what is the 30-day carnivore challenge about? And then they have a second one here of if you're ready to clean up the last 10% of your diet and experience life as a strict carnivore, register for the 30-day carnivore challenge now, and they have their product purchase option here. And then they have their salutation, not a greeting, but a salutation. Looking forward to helping you on your carnivore journey. Sincerely, Simon, Instagram, social, and Footer. So yeah, that email, it's selling a course, 30-day challenge. I think that there are some pretty good insights here that you can take back as a brand selling course information, services, consulting. And so the big three insights I think are update and test your subject line and your from name. If it's actually from Simon and Pearson, put it as from name Simon, howtocarnivore.com. Welcome to your carnivore journey, maybe. Welcome to How to Carnivore, ebook inside, free ebook inside, something like that. I would test that stuff and see if you can get better opens, more clicks inside and more clicks to your stuff, and just test with that. A/B test it, see what you can do. Next thing, I would remove the howtocarnivore.com email or website URL from this entirely because you're trying to get them to download the ebook, not go back to your site where they just signed up for your list. That's a closed repeating loop there that you don't want them to get stuck in. Because if they go back to your site and say, okay, well, I clicked here, went to your site, where's the ebook? People are just going to ditch and leave because they're confused. So I would just remove that entirely. The next big insight is, I think, the PAS, Pain, Agitate, Solve framework here for this copy. If that's what they use, it looks like that's what they used. This is a great piece of copy. This is a great email. This right here talks about the problem. They agitate it with the issues and the health and the plateau and all that stuff. They go into the solution. They talk about the mechanism of the solution, and then they CTA you into the ebook. This is fantastic work. I really like what they did here. I guess the big insight here with this is each email in the welcome series moving forward could be about the 10%, the plateau, and what's happening there and what the story is behind it. Keto healthy snacks and why they're not healthy. And just do a myth buster there. And then for all of these health concerns or health issues like autoimmune, skin condition, leaky gut, chronic fatigue, get case studies, or I would do like full on case studies if you could, get review or videos of the people talking about their issues, and send each of those health issues as a case study email through the welcome series to get people into the ebook and or to register for the course. This section right here is your outline. The problem up here, this copy here is like an outline for the welcome series, which would be fantastic. And you can hook people in by saying, hey, if you want to learn more about how the carnivore diet helps with these things and keto snacks and all this stuff, look for the rest of our emails over the next 2 weeks. We're gonna share everything about it free, so so before you buy this, you know exactly what you're getting into. And you can hook people into your whole welcome series as opposed to just one email. So yeah, those are the two big insights, 2 or 3 big insights. So yeah, I hope this helps with your brand, make more sales with email. Take that back to your brand, use it. If you do use it, let me know. I'd enjoy to hear what you did, what you're doing next, and if you need some help with it. Otherwise, go check out my other videos. I break down a bunch of emails and pull out insights like this and just explain, hey, this is what I would do with email. Here's what you're doing great. Here's what I would test. Here's what I would do next. Here's some ideas for stories, series, etc. So go check those videos out. At the time of this recording, there's roughly 75, 76 plus videos there on my YouTube channel. Go watch those. So I think that's it. Thanks for watching, and have a good one.